Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're looking at something that could absolutely revolutionize how you handle professional networking and content creation. We're unpacking what is basically the ultimate workflow for LinkedIn using a platform called Taplio. If your goal is to turn your LinkedIn profile into your #1 client channel, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to walk step by step through how you can consolidate your entire strategy, from whipping up engaging posts to building your network, into one single, incredibly powerful hub.
But first, let's be real for a second and talk about the elephant in the room. Building a LinkedIn brand on your own is genuinely tough. If you've ever sat staring at a blinking cursor, desperately trying to figure out what to post, or if you spent hours manually digging for leads, firing off connection requests, and then trying to track all your numbers in some messy, confusing spreadsheet, well, you know the struggle. It is just incredibly time-consuming. Doing all of this manually drains the exact energy you really should be spending on running your actual business and closing deals.
And that is exactly the problem this source material addresses with one very simple promise: one workflow, one tool. What we're going to do today is walk through a typical day-in-the-life chronological workflow using Taplio. We'll see how this platform takes everything you need to grow on LinkedIn and centralizes it. It literally turns what used to take you hours into just a few focused minutes each day. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for the explainer today. First, we'll create with AI. Second, Kanban status management. Third, managing multiple accounts. Fourth, automating connections. And finally, tracking performance.
Step 1, create with AI. Because let's face it, without great content, you don't have an audience. And without an audience, you don't have leads. To solve this, Taplio's AI isn't just spitting out generic fluff. It's actually trained on over 500 million viral posts. That is a massive amount of data. When you drop in keywords for your specific niche, the AI curates inspiration from the most successful content out there. Unlike a standard LinkedIn search, it highlights exactly what is working right now across millions of posts. So you're never guessing. You are always working with proven, highly engaging content ideas.
So, how do you actually write the post? Well, it's a beautifully seamless 3-step process. First, you just click to choose a hook and a format. Next, you prompt Taplio's specialized AI to generate an outline and write the post based on those proven viral frameworks. And finally, you jump in to edit, sprinkle in your personal voice, and schedule it directly. You do 100% of this from a single interface. No more bouncing back and forth between ChatGPT, a random Google Doc, and LinkedIn. It's all right there.
Moving right along to step 2, Kanban status management.
Once all your brilliant AI-assisted content is generated, you have to organize it so you can escape that absolute nightmare of scattered drafts hidden in Apple Notes and confusing native scheduling. Taplio replaces all that chaos with a highly visual Kanban view. It effectively lets you manage your post statuses efficiently by organizing them into columns. You just click, drag, and drop your content from drafts right into scheduled, and then over to published. It gives you this incredibly clean, at-a-glance visualization of your entire content pipeline. You will always know exactly what is going out and when.
Step 3, manage multiple accounts.
Now, let's look at how this builds up for those of you who aren't just managing your own brand. If you manage LinkedIn for clients, you absolutely know the headache of constantly logging in and out of different profiles, sharing messy spreadsheets back and forth for approval, and hunting down client feedback. Taplio totally consolidates this. You can easily toggle between multiple client accounts from a single, unified dashboard and centralize those feedback loops. Plus, if you're running an employee advocacy program, you can share content across tens of team members' accounts, potentially 10xing your organic reach. It just saves an immense amount of time and friction.
Step 4, automate connections.
Okay, so your content is created, it's beautifully organized in your Kanban board, and your clients are thrilled. Now we transition to the active outreach phase of our daily workflow. Because while content gets you views, direct relationships are what actually gets your clients. Taplio gives you access to a staggering B2B database of over 450 million contacts. This means you can search for and access potential buyers and even grab their emails right alongside your content strategy. You are no longer just posting and hoping for the best. You are actively hunting down the exact people who need what you sell.
And here is how you put that lead generation on autopilot. With this setup, you can build workflows to automatically engage with influential voices in your niche, growing your network without lifting a finger.
You can configure it to send automated connection requests directly to potential clients and warm leads like people who have already interacted with your posts. You can even set up auto responses to comments to keep the algorithm happy and the momentum going on your viral posts. It is all about working way smarter, not harder, to build meaningful professional relationships.
And finally, step 5, track performance.
Because at the end of the day, you really cannot improve what you do not measure. Now that we've automated the creation and the outreach, we need to dive into the analytics phase to make sure our strategy is actually working. If you're relying purely on LinkedIn's basic built-in analytics, you are missing the big picture, because those basic metrics really just give you surface-level views and likes. Taplio's advanced analytics go way beyond that. You can easily spot your top-performing posts, track your engagement trends over time, and measure your precise follower growth. By having this deep, granular data, you know exactly what is resonating. You can stop guessing and start doubling down on the content that actually drives real engagement and, ultimately, real revenue.
What makes this whole system so accessible is that you don't even have to take a leap of faith. The source material highlights that you can try this entire automated workflow, from the AI creation and the visual Kanban board, all the way to the advanced analytics and automated outreach, completely risk-free. Taplio offers a 7-day free trial of their full suite of features, so you can test it on your own profile and literally watch the growth for yourself before committing a dime. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought. Take a hard look at your current LinkedIn strategy right now. Are you still doing all the heavy lifting yourself? Are you ready to stop working manually, stop relying on scattered, messy workflows, and start turning your likes into cash by leveraging AI and automation? The tools are definitely out there to make LinkedIn your #1 client channel. The only question is, when will you start using them?